What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pod Scum. I am, of course, your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. That, of course, is the Freddie Mercury puppet. We are back with another incredible episode. It's what we do, kids, and we ain't about to change it now. Before we get into it, of course, I'll address the elephant in the room. You're looking at the smoldering good looks, the luscious blonde rock star locks. I will confirm for you that yes, oh yes, you are looking at the one and only love child of one Diamond David Lee Roth. Now that's out there, and we can get down to brass tacks, which, as I said, is another incredible episode. My guest is already here, so we are going to get into it. And here we go again. Mr. International, you can add that to my monikers because we're taking it overseas. Checking out the metal scene in the Philippines with my guy. Just as soon as we get him in here. And, of course, I won't edit any of that out right there because, you know, I don't edit anything. That's literally how I roll, my man. Where is he? Do I got you, brother? All right. Hopefully we will get him in here. We got you. Check one. Let's see. If not. Well, let's see. We don't have you in here. Check one. Zeke Evil. Do we got you? Check one. See, folks, at least I get to do that.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you. You got to get your camera up.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. You just got to turn your camera on. All right, he popped out. So hopefully he will pop back in here and we will get the show on the road, folks. And you know how we roll. We roll with the glitches, the hiccups, the problems. There he is. What's up, man? I got you.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
I'm okay, still alive.
All right. Well, hey, listen, man. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
That's
Left and right, everybody is dying. My friends, man, it's harvest time. The Grim Reaper is,
Yeah.
It's great to be alive.
Yeah. And so I want to ask you, man, like how you got started playing this type of music. How did this start for you?
During my high school years, I was born in 1981, March 17, 1981, and I'm interested in music, like just listening. And during my second year high school, 12 years old. Oh no, it's 10 years old. I had a summer camp for the guitars, man.
Yeah.
The guitars was my first introduction. So I was left-handed like Kurt Cobain. Everybody was laughing, man. So I did not pursue it.
Okay.
And then I played the drums. I tried playing the drums. There was a school band, but it was not realized. So I'm still a music listener. So
yeah.
And then, of course, during my time, there was no internet yet. Metallica, I was introduced to Metallica, the Black Album, man.
Yeah.
And it was funny because during the time it was all Betamax, VHS. We will watch porn first, man.
Right.
Masturbate, all of us, friends. And then after that, the Metallica concert. So it's epic times, simpler times, man.
Right. Right. And so when your band gets together to make music, what's the creative process like? Like, does somebody have the lion's share of the ideas, or are you guys very collaborative?
In my band, Natal Kef, it's a reverse process. Like, I wrote the lyrics first and the melody, and then our guitarist will you know, find his guitar parts, and then the bass and the drum follows, man. So
Okay.
the tunes are already laid out like in my part. It's so easy for me because I wrote it. I wrote all the lyrics and the tunes, and the guitars will just follow. Will find his
Right.
his
Right.
guitar parts. Yeah,
And now
almost all
because
are
well,
okay.
because you used your throat as your instrument, do you have a routine how you take care of your throat or not?
No, actually, man. Um, um, it was all about experiences. I got my metal voice. I have to tell you this about the demon gave it for me. It's surreal, but I have to tell you my story.
Okay.
uh, 15 years old. I'm a Catholic. I'm an altar boy. 15 years old.
Okay.
I experienced an exorcism inside the church, man. Two female best friends were possessed by a demon. So the demon transferred from one body to the other body, and then he settled to the last the body of the best friends. So our head told us that to say I love Jesus. So the girl in her normal voice said I love Jesus, but man, after that a demon laugh followed, man, like this, man, like this. Man, it was surreal. So the horror movies is a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
And I am 1 meter apart from the demon with his tongue hanging out
Yeah.
in the chest area, very
Right.
long, and the eyes are rolling, man, with red eyes. Maybe the demon was a marijuana user. Just
Okay.
kidding. With his red eyes,
Yeah.
running in circles.
Using
And he
something funny.
smiled at the demon smiled at me, man.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm a bipolar if you reflect on it because I am an agent of Jesus and I'm an agent of Satan because I felt the power of Jesus when our head or is casting down like in the name of Jesus, go away, Satan. The the demon will be afraid, especially dude, the holy water when it touches the
Right.
girl's arms, she's going crazy. So
Right.
fuck it. I'm
Right.
torn between two lovers, man.
Right. Right. Sure. Yeah. I
And
get it.
then during my college days, I uh, I entered the University of the Philippines, the best school in the country, man. Um, all of the people there are very smart with long hair and with many bands there. So I was exposed to the bands. Like I'm going with my friends who are practicing. Then just one day they told me, Zeke Evil or Jack. I am Jackar, by the way, my name. You sing this Sepultura Roots, Bloody Roots, man. And then when I sang, man, like growl the parts, "Roots, Bloody Roots." Man, I was amazed. There was a demon inside of me. So I reflecting right now. I guess the demon gave me the metal voice. We met eye to eye, man. He smiled at me.
Yeah.
So there was no taking care of my voice, man.
Right.
During
Right.
yeah, it was all just guts and glory.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
it's there. It's many said that it's natural for me. I guess that's my life story. How
Yeah.
I did the vocals.
Yeah. Yeah. It's natural, man. Yeah. Let's chalk it up to being it's natural. Now, are there any guys that you look at as influences?
Actually, when I was growing up, of course, there was Metallica, man. James Hetfield and Sepultura, man. It's during my formative years.
Of
It's
course.
Max Cavalera, man. Roots, Bloody Roots.
The
We
greatest.
covered. I was named Max Cavalera in our campus because
Yeah.
when Natal Clef started covering Sepultura songs when we honed our skills, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm saying the name of the band right. Natal Cleft.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Natal Clef. Technically, Natal Clef. It's a butt crack, man.
It's a what?
Butt crack.
Oh, a butt crack. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all of my bandmates, are corny boys. We like dark comedy or just
Okay.
making corny jokes. So
Okay. Okay.
our friend of mine, actually, a friend of mine suggested the name Natal Clef. So it's new to us. It's a medical term.
Yeah.
So yeah, we use that name.
And you are currently right now in the Philippines, correct?
Yes, yes, in the Philippines.
And now, what is the music scene like in your area?
Actually, dude, Rex the Sex, the music scene in the Philippines is not thriving, man. It's just very small scene, unlike
Okay.
Indonesia, who is thriving. Just we are separated by islands, and fuck it, man. Uh, the Filipinos have a toxic culture.
Yeah.
Our government is corrupt, and just like the music culture, there are many toxic people, man, like trying to pull you down. So when we made it to the international scene, last 2011, we made it on top one, the sign me to Roadrunner Records, metal charts worldwide. My friends became envious, man. They were jealous of our success or what, I don't know. I just want to play music, and the vice president of Roadrunners, Monty Conner, before appreciated our band, especially my voice, man. So
Yeah.
it was very flattering for me. It's actually, I believe that this is everything is written down. This journey of mine. So what an epic metal journey, brother.
Yeah. 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 And now, you got one album out right now, and that came out when? That came out in 2024,
Yes, 2024. Actually, it came out. Oh, I forgot when during the pandemic, man.
2020.
2020. We were our first internationals. The label who believed in us was Seven Hard, a German label. Uh, Actually, we want to record a full album, but because of the pandemic, it was all fucked up, and our sound engineer died, man.
Oh,
Fuck it.
oh man,
So
that sucks. Oh,
yeah, we were supposed to record 7 songs for the full length album, but we only finished 4 albums. So we just decided to make it an EP, and Seven Hard Records from Germany was very interested in us. So they told us that fuck it, we will let
yeah.
your record out because of your music is sick. So that's
Yeah.
according to them. So of course, I don't
Yeah.
know what the world is fucked up. So let it go. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
just digital, man, worldwide. Seven Hard Records from Germany, and we are lucky because in their local newspaper we have right up there how good we are, how how technical savvy we are in the instruments.
Right.
It's We
Right.
are flattered.
Yeah. I know. It's great. I know. I know. You sent me a bunch of press releases, and yeah, certainly the rave reviews and people and people rocking the T-shirts. That's always good.
And yes, actually the metal gods are very good to us. Like Jeff Becerra, the godfather of death metal.
Yep.
Um, Noticed us, and he sent me an Instagram message saying you guys are very sick, and
Yeah.
I sent him a Natal Clef T-shirt, and there is a super fan from Canada called Daddy G. Shout out to Daddy G. He's our super number one fan around the world. He wanted us to be big, all that stuff. Very
Okay.
because he was not a metal head. He was just into heavy metal before
Okay.
he met me. When he met me, he was into the extreme side, the death
Right.
metal. So
Right. Right.
yeah,
Right.
he bought 2 CDs from Amazon Canada, and he
Yeah.
sent one to Jeff Becerra.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
yeah, and we are flattered because Jeff Becerra posted it in his Instagram saying how killer we are, the stuff, and we became very close friends with Jeff Becerra.
Yeah. That's cool.
Me and Jeff Becerra, yeah.
Yeah.
We have chat in WhatsApp, just the two of us.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's very cool. And so where do you stand on on touring? Are you guys able to do a lot of touring?
Actually, man, this is our journey, and if only we were based in Europe or the US, it would be a different story because right now there are many invites like we were invited to play in Tampa, Florida, the birthplace of death metal. But we don't have the resources, man. We are very far away from the the real metal scene in Europe, US, Japan.
Right.
So yeah, and we have families already. If only we were based in Europe or US, it would be a different story.
Right.
And last 2013, we were invited to play in a European tour with Night Rage. Yeah, Armada Agency, but it was not realized because one of the bands, Deadlock, can't make it. So actually, there was a article in Metal Injection. I've read about it. So the location matters. So it's really true for us, man.
Right. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If all,
so go ahead. Go ahead.
if only I can redesign my life. Uh, if only I can redesign my life. I can start like 15 years old and have a music career until I die. But you
Yeah.
know
Right.
that's what the universe gave us. It's cool. Nothing to complain.
No.
At least we made it in the international scene, or the metal gods noticed us.
They
So
have.
nothing to complain, bro.
You're right. You're right. They absolutely have. And so so talk to me a little bit about the lineup, the lineup of the band, because I know a lot of times it's difficult for a band to maintain a stable lineup. Talk to me about the lineup and the other guys in your band.
And before I answer that, of course, we became close friends with Gloria Cavalera, man. They're like my parents, Max and Gloria.
Oh
I
yes.
sent I sent her the T-shirt, man, and he wore it during the Cavalera tour in Europe.
Yep.
So she's such a cool woman, man. I
Yep.
became close with her. Just
Yep.
like I don't have my parents anymore. Max and Gloria are my second, the real metal parents.
Love them. Love them. Yeah. If I could shout out the Cavalier clan. Yeah. The tribe. The tribe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're the best. They're the best.
So look, to answer your question, the only constant member we have is shout out to the guitarist. We founded the band together, Jonathan Elias. He he was my uh, schoolmate at the University of the Philippines, Cebu College. We
Okay.
founded the band together, man. I don't have any guitarist, or he's the only one until now. So he's uh he's into classic rock, man.
Okay.
He knows everything about the Beatles, and he's a big Steely Dan fan.
Okay.
His daughter is named after a Steely Dan song. It's
Okay.
called, I don't know how to pronounce, Asia or Asia,
Okay.
AJ, yeah. And members come and go, and right now we have a steady lineup. We found our kindred souls. We have John Rex Bontuyan, or nickname Low Boat.
Okay.
He is our bassist, and our drummer is Dennis Rafael Moga, or Denden.
Okay.
And we have a new guitarist, man. Uh, bef- Before we were only four piece, but right now we are five piece. Our new guitarist is Harbs Arevalo. Shout out to Harvey. Uh, he was very, industrious in learning our songs, man. It was very painful to him, like learning the songs. He was almost crazy because for
Right.
him, it's very hard.
Right. Sure.
The structure, all the stuff. It took him 1 year, bro, to memorize or make the songs, the 7 songs in our album automatic. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Right. I know that's crazy. It's crazy. And so uh, in that area that you're in right now, are there other metal bands around the area that you're in the Philippines?
Actually, I'm here now in Surigao City, and the metal home I had was in Cebu City,
Okay.
uh, in the Visayas. So yes, there are a lot of metal bands, man. There are
Yeah.
lots of underground metal bands. All
Okay.
of us are getting older now, 40s, 50. When I was just 16 years old, some died already.
Right.
So, yeah, there are
Right.
lots of metal bands. It's just a small scene also.
And so
Young generations.
what would you like to accomplish? I mean, you've got the one album out right now. I mean, like what's the big picture, the big goal for you?
Actually, man, ideally, I just want to play in major festivals. That's it. Representing the Philippines, man. That's it.
Okay.
Showcase our music.
Right.
That's it. No rockstar bullshit. Just play. Just
Right.
play. Yet at least we were noticed internationally, so we wanna play live around the world. But I don't know what the universe
Right.
is.
Right. Right. You
It's
never know.
very the yeah. I just leave it to fate, brother.
Yeah. And for people that don't know, and for people that aren't familiar with what you do, what would you tell people your genre of music is?
Actually, when we were younger, just playing around, we want to call our music as cerebral metal
Yeah.
because it will fuck you up.
You're right.
you know,
Right.
yeah. But if you wanna, categorize it, some will say we are technical prog black death metal because we incorporate all the elements. Some say I don't know, we are unique. Some say we are unique, like Carl Sanders. When he heard our song, we became also friends with Carl Sanders. When he heard our song, he commented that um, we have a unique sound. Uh, Keep it brutal, my friend. He looks forward for the amazing brutality. That's his words, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it all depends on your perspective.
Right. 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 Well, yeah, but it's still nice to hear those accolades, though. You know what I mean? Like from your peers.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
and
gotta be nice.
also like Paul Allender from Cradle of Filth, when he stepped down from Cradle of Filth, he was into marketing and promotion. You know, we planned to he planned to market us, but it was not realized because maybe there's something wrong and he did not continue it.
Right.
So who else? And like Altar, shout out to Altar, the guitarist Marcel. He also noticed us
Yeah. And so when do
from the
you
Dutch band
anticipate?
Altar.
So when do you anticipate that you will have new music?
Actually, brother Rex the Sex, um, we during the pandemic we were motivated. I wrote all 8 songs, man, already laid down with all the tunes, the lyrics.
Okay.
But life happened. It's just life.
Right.
I ideally I want to record more music while alive. If only I can do all the instruments, you know, I can be a one man band. But because of and I got married also, so we were in hiatus for several years. I was
Right.
a hands on dad until now. So actually, I'm far away from my bandmates. But whenever there are gigs, I will just have to travel like 3 hours on a bus and 11 hours on a boat to
Right.
be in Cebu City.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot to go through too.
Yeah, but
It's a lot.
there were one time gigs I performed there. Like yeah, I traveled that shit
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
be, just to unwind, just to de-stress, brother.
Sure. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. And um, so for people that haven't seen what you guys do live, how would you describe uh Natal Cleft live show?
Actually, we want to sound tight as possible. That's our mantra, man. So I am very flattered that some of our peers told us that we are tight live, and we are just like a CD. We are tight. So
Yeah.
we boast that as a musician also that you need to sound tight. So all that hard work and experience just started playing at 16 years old. I guess we have experienced already an experienced band.
Right.
Just yeah, just practice and practice. But right now, because of all the experience, we just practice a little bit and it's a go.
Right. 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 And so when do you anticipate having some new music out? Do you anticipate having new songs or a new album out soon?
Yeah, time will only tell, bro. I message all my bandmates that we need to, you know, come up with a music, but I don't know with them. Time will tell, bro.
Yeah.
Just an honest answer.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to retire like the band Death with 7 albums, but I don't know if it's possible.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Death.
Yeah. Who's
Maybe
not?
a
I
three
know.
albums would do. I
Right.
don't know. Time will tell, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And so So for people that want to check you guys out, because I know everybody's on the internet somewhere, where's the best place to check you guys out online if people want to get information on the band?
We have a Facebook page. Just search Natal Clef, or if you wanna find me, Zeke Evil Natal Clef.
Okay.
And yeah, and we have an Instagram page. That's it. Facebook and Instagram only, brother.
Okay. Awesome. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you doing this because I know there's a time difference for us, man. So I always appreciate when people join me, despite the fact that there's the inconvenience of a big time difference. It was a pleasure, man. Really, I appreciate you doing this, man. Thank you.
And yeah, nothing is coincidence, brother. Thank you for interviewing me. And
My pleasure.
for me, it's all about metal. And my daughter's name is Latem, which is metal spelled backwards.
Yeah.
All my life, it's all about music, man. Being true. Metal heals, metal saves, man.
You said it, dude. I agree with you, man. I agree. Yeah.
Metal is all I have in this fuck up world, in this plastic society, man.
Yeah. And you're out there living it, man. I appreciate you, man. It was really fun talking to you, man. I appreciate it. Stay in touch, man. We'll do it again for sure.
Okay, thank you, and I'll update you.
Yeah, please
Hopefully,
do.
the universe,
Yep.
new music, yeah.
Just keep us posted, man. You're always welcome, man.
Thank you, Rex. Thank you.
All right,
You're an
good talking to
awesome
you, my friend.
guy.
All right, later, brother.
Okay,
Later.
sex, drugs, rock and roll, baby.
All right. There he goes, folks. Zeke Evil from Filipino death metal thrash. They're heavy, man. They're fucking heavy, man. Coming out the Philippines, man. Natal Cleft. Natal. CLEFT. Natal Cleft. They are fucking heavy, man. Their album came out in 2024 called Particles of Hate. 7 songs, 36 minutes. It's a fucking ripper of an album. Those guys are doing it right, man. Coming out of the Philippines. Ferocious. Combination, heavy, dark thrash, elements of death metal. Really good. And Zeke Evil is the vocalist. Founding member, I believe. Great band. Check them out if you haven't already. Tapped in. Their peers, other people in the death metal and extreme metal world have raved about them, are rocking their t-shirts, have tapped in and know about these guys. So they are still maybe a little secret in the metal world, but they're not becoming such a secret anymore because people are starting to get hip to the fact that these guys kick some fucking major ass. So that is Zeke Evil from Natal Cleft. Check them out if you haven't already. And I'll give you the credentials on how to check us out one more time. Facebook, Off the Couch Boxing, and Pod Scum. That's our handle. Instagram, Off the Couch Boxing, and Pod Scum. You can check us out on both of those platforms. And of course, if you want to watch and listen to these episodes in their entirety, you can do that right here on our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell to stay tapped in and in the loop when new episodes drop, and we bring you something new every single week. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the subscribers. And most importantly, thank you to the guests. I can't do this without you guys. I know that it's a pleasure for you guys. And by the way, you're welcome to get to feast your eyes on all this beauty right here. But I know that's not why you tune in. You tune in for these incredible conversations that I am privileged to have with these amazingly talented artists. That's why you tune in, and I know where my bread's buttered. Thank you to my guests. Can't do this without them. Being the son of David Lee Roth only carries you so far. I need my guests, and I love them, and I appreciate the hell out of them. Specifically today, my boy Zeke Evil from Natal Cleft. Check them out. Thrash/death metal coming from the Philippines. Their album, Particles of Hate, is out there right now. I dare you to go listen. That shit is heavy and ferocious as hell. Go check it out. Take that recommendation from your boy Rex, who never steers you guys wrong, I think. Go check them out and check them out on social media if you like what you see. You know, the boys are out there. Check out merchandise, shows. I don't know if they be playing up around here, but there's lots of stuff that you can get access to. So go check them out. Do the deep dive, check out their music, check them out. If you're a fan, dive a little further. cop some merch, cop the physical product, help these bands out. They're out there hustling. They're out there grinding. It ain't easy. So be a good fan. End of soapbox. So again, I appreciate all you guys. And again, thank you to the viewers, the subscribers, the guests. And until we get together and we do this thing again, this is your boy, Reckless Rex, reminding you all to take it easy and keep it sleazy.